big one, right? And then also confidence here. So why is outsourcing important? Even though this may not be, you may not think this is irrelevant for you to know this, it really is. Entrepreneurs today are drowning, right? They're drowning in busy work. And without virtual assistants, executive assistants, their businesses will literally collapse, in my opinion. Because if you're not helping them with this, then their business is drowning, right? So why can outsourcing be a great lifesaver? So first of all, I love acronyms. So as you get to know me, you'll see that if I can't turn it into an acronym, I failed in my job. But I took the word outsourcing and said, great, why should businesses outsource? How can it be a lifeline, a saver for our businesses? So first of all, the O stands for optimized productivity and efficiency. The U stands for unburdened, low-value busy work. T is technical expertise, because sometimes I, as a client, may not know a certain software, or I don't want to know certain software. So I can find somebody with the technical expertise. It basically saves my mental power. So if I'm not doing admin level work, I can use my brain power to run and grow my business. Overcome resistance to task. Every entrepreneur knows they should be doing social media. Most entrepreneurs don't do social media. I'm not talking about TikTok videos, I'm talking about actual social media that can generate leads for the client. It can upgrade the quality of the business. It can reduce the costs of running a business. It can cultivate consistency. One issue that entrepreneurs have is they're not consistent because they're not willing to do the same things over and over again. But again, you guys bring the discipline of that day-to-day consistency that a lot of entrepreneurs lack. It can increase sales and profit. It can nurture the growth of the client's business. And 11 to me is very important. When we take this busy work off our client's plate, in theory, they should spend more time in their genius zone. Whatever they're good at is what they should be doing more of, and delegate the rest to you guys, right? So I love this diagram here. Basically, delegate or drown. So I teach entrepreneurs that if you don't delegate, you are going to drown, right? And so that basically the yellow helicopter represents us coming to rescue that entrepreneur, right? So let's talk about ROI. This is essentially the reason that you guys are hired, or one of these three reasons. The R stands for reclaimed time from busy work. When you guys get hired, on day one, you are a liability to the business. You are an expense to the business. If you remain an expense to the business, they will get rid of you because you're not adding value. It may not be your fault, it may have nothing to do with you, but ultimately, a client can't hire you and not have an ROI, a return on their investment. So how do we generate the ROI? So first, R is reclaim time. If we can help the client take the busy work off their plate, now they've got time back. Time is the most valuable asset that any entrepreneur has, right? So we have to make sure that we're taking things off their plate that gives them time back. What they do with that time is up to them. Number two, overcome resistance. Another reason businesses fail, because entrepreneurs resist doing certain types of work, the busy work, the kind of work that you guys can do, right? Which often leads to procrastination. So if there's things I don't want to do, I'll procrastinate, I'll wait right until the end, and then I'll do them. But what happens is when people procrastinate, it increases stress and anxiety, right? So when we can help them with this, as adding ROI. Finally, and the best way to add value to a client is to help them increase their profits and their revenue. So when you're being hired, don't just sit there as a virtual team member. Be thinking about how can I help my client increase ROI in their business. Even if you're not hired for that position, get to know their business. Ask them, who's doing your social media? Who's doing your admin, your bookkeeping, right? Because if the client's doing that, then you can say, I can help you with that. Or I have a team member in Be Epic that can help you with that. Because imagine if you're just spending 5 hours on bookkeeping and you can give that to somebody else. Now you've got that 5 hours back, but now you've given somebody else in the Philippines or somewhere else that ability to help them with their business. So these are principles. This is what our entire business is based on. This is what we ask our VAs to own, right? When you guys live up to these principles, you become the most valuable team members on the planet.